teaching her Dance in Heels class, which aims to empower women through dance. Nikita, good morning and welcome back to the kingdom.
Oh yeah, Queen is in the house.
The Queen is in the house.
Thank you so much for welcoming me.
Where do I even start? First things first, nah? 2020 in 3 words. We're in 2021 now, and 2020 was, it was a mixed bag of emotions.
Back to basics.
Back to basics. Those are the 3.
Back to basics.
Elaborate on that.
Actually, every year when I start my year, I have a word or a sentence or a hashtag that's my goal for the year. And 2020 started with that, back to basics. I actually wanted to bring myself back to basics, to learn how to do things myself, to learn how to, save more by doing more myself. And then COVID came and I realized, wow, now the whole world is going back to basics. I don't know, I think that we were made to slow down, to rethink. We were made to recalculate, to re-envision. So back to groundwork. And for me, if you never did the basics, if you skipped the basic steps in whatever you've been doing, you probably fell really hard. But if you've been taking the steps, like I build my own blocks, then you don't fall so hard. You just have to detour.
And going back to that first block, that second block is not unfamiliar because it's you've been there before, you know, and you know how to build from there. Now, in terms of your business, how has COVID affected your business? And how have you gone back to basics with your business?
It has affected my business. It's been slow, and it's a slow pickup as well. We lost a lot of performance opportunities, our artists probably, and that brought a lot of income. But back to basics we went back to basics in terms of defining our purpose. And for me, understanding why do I do what I do? I had to stop and think, okay, if I want to go ahead, why am I doing this? Why am I teaching women? Why am I teaching children? And so in the classroom, it also changed the material we've been working with. So we've been doing a lot more foundational work with our students and taking our time to do that. So sometimes it's necessary to slow down.
So is that the mantra now for 2021? Because it was back to basics, going back to basics 2020, and 2021, is it just slowing down? Is it
Together We Are Stronger? Which was also from last year, but I feel like this needs to continue. And that's also what COVID did. I hope to think is that it made us realize that we do need each other, and we're social beings. You know, we miss each other, we need each other. And this isolation just makes that we don't do well with isolation. I don't do well with isolation.
100%.
So together we are stronger. I'm really this year focusing on building a strong team.
And now, just given everything that's been happening to the art sector in particular, what does it take, in your opinion, to really create and sustain a successful business in the art sector? Just give us maybe 3 tips from Nikita that every artist out there, in whatever form of artistry you choose to share with the world, what are the 3 basic, going back to the basics, what are the 3 basic tips you would give people out there?
Patience, 1. I think our generation, the younger generations, are getting even more impatient with success. And comes back to slow down because it takes time. A business, any business, is like a baby. You're not going to expect your baby to walk immediately. So you need
expect them to dance, though.
Not immediately. And that's actually how we also lose a lot of students, is that they expect the immediate reward. They don't realize that dance training is hard. it's a sport. So the same way athletes train for the Olympics or whatever, for the day, it's the same way dancers train. But it takes time to eventually get to that point where you can dance the way you envision yourself dancing. So patience. Remember, your business, whatever business you're in, is a baby, and that's super important for the youth, because with corruption and stuff coming, people trying to rush things and let me just do the quick thing, shortcuts. That's part of the building blocks. Take one step at a time, and you will not fall too hard when you fall. All right. Then the second tip I would like to give is, it is not about you. That took me a while to learn, that what I'm doing is not about me, because artists have egos. Artists are people with walking egos, and they think that they determine their value, but they don't. The world out there, the people who are buying your service, they determine your value. They decide, am I going to pay for this or I'm not going to pay for this? Is it worth my money? Is it not worth my money? So remember, you don't determine your value. Your brand does. But again, that takes time to build, and it is not about you.
Just can't forget the people.
You are here to serve. Yes, the show is not about you. It's about the listeners.
100%.
What I'm sharing is not about me. It's from my experience, but I have experiences to share it with the world for others. And then my third tip is power of association.
Get out, put yourself out there.
Power of association.
Put yourself out there.
Yes, who you know is important. These days, what you know, you want to know everything, but who you know will get you far. And who your brand is associated with is super important for your brand value. So, these are lessons that I have learned throughout
the time,
the game-changing time.
Yeah.
And they've been difficult lessons for me to learn, especially the second tip. It's not about me, because everything used to be about me, and I had to learn that no.
And it's a tough one, especially for artists, like you said, with the egos. It's a tough one to swallow, isn't it? Now, just for anyone that's listening and be like, man, this is what I want to get involved with. I've had the passion to start dancing, and I've seen Nikhita do her thing for quite some time now, and I've always wanted to get involved, and I just don't know how to go about doing so. How can the person, sitting wherever they are right now, get in touch with you and get to collaboration and association with you?
Yes, I'm super open for that. But for me, I really need to see that you are making the effort. Right? So a lot of people are reaching out to me. Yo, I wanna teach. I wanna dance in your crew. Like, I don't really have a crew. My teachers are my crew. But it's so important that I see that you're making an effort. So if you really want this, you will find me. You will find me on social media. You can find us at our school social media page, which is at NW Dance Theatre. You can contact me at 0811 400 996. You can Google Nikhita Winkler Dance Theatre. You'll find on Google Maps where we are located. I am not difficult to find. These days, nothing is difficult to find. So if you really want to find us, regardless of what you want to do. I'm open to discuss possibilities, to see how hungry you are for something new, because as artists, we need to inspire each other, and sometimes that's lacking. Sometimes those new, fresh ideas, and I love people walking into my studio and coming with fresh ideas, and that's how I ended up being trained by Kalamo Pansula. I don't know if you've seen on my social media. Unfortunately, he's injured, so you don't see much of us dancing anymore. But this guy showed up at the studio ready, and he was employed very quickly.
With the quickness. And I hope that injury is not too serious.
It is, but let's send him healing love.
Yes.
And healing energy.
Yes.
Yeah, it is serious.
Okay, no, well, all the best for him, 2021, and more than that as well. All the best for the dance theater and everybody that is involved right now and is going to be involved in 2021. May the spirit of dance just continue to move, because when you see someone dancing and they're really in their element, whatever element is yours, it puts you into that. So whether you are inspired to go write something, inspired to just go to work and do whatever it is you do for your trade, it is inspirational nonetheless. So in many ways, you have been changing the game, and you are our game changer of the day. But this is going to be a very long day. This day is 2021. So long may that continue. Any last words for you, for any dancers in particular? We spoke about art, but for the dancer out there, the young dancer that is just doing their thing, what's your word for them for 2021, your parting gift?
Wow. Flow. Because in my dance school, we have this thing where every class we end. Flow. So flow means ride the wave of life. When you're down, you're down. But you don't stay down, yes? So just allow yourself to go with emotions. I don't know if this is important for anyone, but as an artist, I've been experiencing a very difficult time as well recently, because I'm going through so many changes that sometimes my creativity suffers. But I'm not going to let my mind keep me suffering. I'm just going to flow. When it's a bad day, it's a bad day. And tomorrow I'll be up again. But I don't stop dancing. I keep training, guys. Keep training.
Keep training,
And
keep practicing,
flow.
and it's a lot of work. So make sure you do the work, but in the midst of all of that, the balance is finding the flow. Thank you so much for joining us, Nikhita. We will see you soon. You're such a good friend to 99 FM and One Africa and the whole Tribe Fire studios. So we will be seeing you again in the near future. And all the best between now and then.
Thank you, Script. Thanks, listeners.
100%. That's our game changer for the day, Nikhita Winkler. Make sure you check out the Dance Academy and Google. Just Google. That's the only chappies I'm going to give you. She can brush her shoulders off now. You can just Google her. You're going to find her.
I did forget to mention one thing.
Talk to me.
We have enrollment this
Okay.
week. It's actually a late enrollment.
Okay.
So between today and Thursday, if you are a parent, if you're interested in dancing, you can enroll with us between 1 o'clock and 6 o'clock.
There you have
It's
it.
$150 for enrollment.
100%, and all they have to do is just contact you in whatever way you
Yes.
you
And
gave
I'll
out there.
sort them out.